and welcome back to the Manifestation Destination. If you are new, hello, it is so nice to meet you guys. And if you're returning yet again, I am so glad to have you guys back. So today is actually April the 29th, which means that May is only a couple of days away, which typically means with the new month, it's time for my monthly recaps. And this month would be no different. So today I am coming on with my April recap. Just to kind of give you guys a heads up, yes, I am outside. Yes, it's a little rainy. In fact, I've had to wipe down some picnic tables with rags. And yes, this is going to be a very quick video because, to be honest, as soon as you get into the video, you'll understand a little bit more. But this month has been very busy, very chaotic, and given the month and the current situation, this is the best that I can do as far as filming today and still getting the video up in time. So I do apologize for any wind noise. Obviously, I'm going to try to take care of that while editing, and I apologize for any road noise because, again, I am filming right outside of the shop and there are cars that go by. So that is what we're working with today. So as far as April goes, I'd say it's pretty much been the same in March in regards to the business. This month has been very chaotic and we've pretty much been setting records every single day. Yet again, this month we're already several dollars ahead of where we were last year at this time. So it's just crazy to know like how much financial progress we've made in a year, and just knowing that it hasn't quite hit that summer season again. Very crazy to know that it's going to get even busier for us. And it's also very exciting too. Semi. Sorry guys. It's crazy to know that it hasn't even really hit our peak time for business as of yet. So that's really exciting and terrifying because unfortunately we still are severely understaffed. And we've had a couple more applications go out and we've had one returned, which kind of sucks. But we do have jobs listed on Indeed now, and we have jobs listed on Snag a Job, and so far nothing has panned out for us there as well. Mom is actually, I should say Mama DJ is actually interested in possibly taking down the Indeed posting because it just doesn't make sense to continue having it up there and possibly paying out money for nothing that we really get anything out of. So yes, we are still understaffed and we are having a couple of people quit. In fact, their last day is this upcoming Sunday, so I think it's either May 1st or May 2nd. And that's definitely concerning, but we also understand that we can't keep people forever, and given the circumstances and just how tired everyone is, it's bound to happen where people are going to get to their breaking point and decide to leave. So there's no hard feelings with anyone that is leaving currently. We're leaving on really good terms. But it just kind of sucks because yet again, that's two sets of hands that we aren't going to have. But hopefully with this interview that we have scheduled for Friday, so tomorrow, thankfully, for the application that did come back, hopefully she will pan out and she will work well for us, but we'll just have to see. So other than that, as far as personal life goes, this month has been a rough one for me, specifically with OCD and OCD symptoms. Towards the beginning of the month, particularly, it was really hard for me to let certain thoughts go, and there was about a week period where there was like, I think it was a 5-day stretch where I did not cry well, I should say that I cried every single day. There was like not a day or a period of time during that 5 days where I didn't cry. And that is mostly to do with the fact that I'm still working on, I guess, healing, personal healing. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact of whether generational trauma or whatever, but there's definitely abandonment issues there in terms of me. And you know, I'm trying to work through them as best that I can, because unfortunately there's not really a guidebook on how you're supposed to heal and get over things. But I have been working on that this month a lot, and unfortunately Mr. V has triggered some of those abandonment feelings and abandonment thoughts that I've had in the past. And yet again, I've explained to him that it's not his fault. He doesn't cause it. It's me, it's the OCD, and it's just how I guess I'm somewhat choosing to deal with it. But thankfully the latter half of the month has been a lot better in regards to not having such an emotional response to things. I also think that it's helping because there's only a month left before he graduates from graduate school. And he's also said that things will kind of get better between him and I, so we'll just have to see. Obviously, I'm gonna have to take his word for it. So I think that helps, and it also helps with how busy I've been too, because I have been out on the floor at the shop a lot more. And that is one thing that I know about myself, even though I hate it, because sometimes I just want to like sit in the office and do my own thing. But I know that the more physical I am and the more that I can do things with my body and almost distract myself from thoughts, the better off I am and the less anxious that I am as well. And I'd say that's helped towards the latter half of the month. I'm sorry. I'm also dealing with allergies this month. For whatever reason, the allergies and like whatever causes my allergies has been so bad this spring. So I'm dealing with the snotties and like the eye crusties. So I apologize if I wipe my eyes. It's just bad habit. But so I'm still in the process of healing. I still have a lot of work to do, but there is some peace knowing that if I can like get out, get moving, and get with the flow of something and take my thoughts off of things, it does seem to be helping. You know, and it's unfortunate for me too because of how busy we've been. I can't say that I've been making the best choices as far as eating and just making healthy choices for my body. You know, it's kind of shameful to admit, but the Noom app or the Noom program that I joined, I haven't really participated in. And a lot of it has to do with my stress, and it's become very apparent to me that when I do get stressed and when I do get sad, depressed, or honestly feeling any type of emotion, like my first reward or my first like coping mechanism always seems to be junk food. And the disappointing part for me is the fact that I know that food is that for me, but yet I still decide to make bad choices anyway. So I've kind of fallen off the bandwagon, not entirely, because I have gone to the doctor this month, trying to get some anxiety medication set up for me. So that was another thing that happened this month. And essentially I just ended up getting like a genetic testing done, and they just did like a mouth swab or an oral swab just to get some skin cells to do some DNA testing. And at the doctor's office, I had lost about 16 pounds from where I was at the last time that I was in there, which is really great and really exciting. And it's just nice to know that even though I've fallen off the bandwagon, and even though I might not be making the best choices for myself, there was still progress made. By no means am I close to reaching my end goal, but it's just nice to know that some progress was made and that I haven't gained everything back. So that was another thing that kind of happened. Another thing too that I don't even know if I'll want to really remember this month that happened was in regards to Lexi, our dog. And she's been having a lot of issue with her shoulder or her joints in her legs, particularly like front legs. And there was an incident at the beginning of the month where she had like twisted or something, and she was already sore, probably from hopping down on the couch, because she is a jumper. She loves being on couches with us, and obviously we don't stop her because it makes her happy. But because she is constantly up and down, she was already sore from like twisting something or just arthritis or something. She ended up twisting it again, and like for a day she was really sore. Had to take her to the doctor. Like, it was bad. She had ended up twisting her leg so badly that like she had like yelped for like maybe 30 seconds, and she had just like fallen over and just froze. So you could tell that she was in pain, and like for the rest of the day she would shake, which is our indication that she's in pain or that she's scared. So not really a happy memory, but just a memory to kind of look back on. I think this month is kind of hitting me a little bit more with Lexi's age, and just the fact of knowing that she's not going to be around forever, and honestly we don't really know how long she'll be around, because she is older and time has seemed to be going a little bit faster now that I've gotten older too. So it's been kind of a humbling month knowing that we really don't know how much time we have with her. Granted, we aren't expecting her to die tomorrow or anything like that, but time is starting to slip away, and it's also sad with how sad she gets because we're at the shop all day, and because my dad works, she's pretty much alone all day, every day, and just knowing how sad she is and how sad she looks when we leave, that's been weighing on me a lot more this month as well. But enough of the sad things, because you didn't come on for the sad or the depressing or the anxiety-ridden news. Some positives that have happened this month would be, number one, I have started like really sitting down and figuring out what I want to do with my channel, and basically starting to brand and figuring out what my brand is going to look like via YouTube. Haven't really touched on Instagram as of yet because that's a whole nother beast. I've spent a lot of time this month brainstorming different video ideas and just really kind of sitting down and trying to be as creative with the resources that I have. That way I can present to you guys a really unique and on-brand video and channel for you guys that would fully represent who I am and what I want to show to the world. So that's been one thing that has taken up a lot of free time, which pretty much my free time amounts to 20 minutes a day. But that's one thing. The second thing is that I ended up getting Final Cut Pro, which is amazing. I love it already. Like, it's such a good investment, and I truly am enjoying the software. So far for me, it's been pretty easy to use. So being a completely brand new software to me, it's so far been pretty easy to use and pretty easy to navigate through. I highly recommend it, and I am looking forward to doing some Final Cut Pro videos for you guys. Not going to go into details just yet, but do be on the lookout for those, because I think it's a software that's worth representing to the world. And I was able to actually accomplish some goals this month. I actually read a book for like the first time since college, and I've read it all the way through. I've taken notes, gonna type up the notes just to save them. I've also purchased my first Erin Condren, that's the name, Erin Condren planner, and I absolutely love that product. It is absolutely amazing. I'll probably give you guys a tour of my planner at some point, just not yet, but highly recommend it. And I've also posted a couple of videos to my channel this month, which if you haven't seen them yet, be sure to watch them because they are somewhat of a hoot this month. Sorry for the angle change, but I'm like trying to speed it up because the rain clouds are coming and I am freezing. Some of my April favorites just to share with you guys. One would be that Erin Condren planner that I've gotten. I love working with it. It suits my needs perfectly, and it's just colorful, and I know that it's going to be something that I hold on to kind of as a scrapbook for myself as well. I've also still been loving my raspberry gold peak tea. If you haven't tried it yet, definitely give it a shot. It's so sweet and it's so tasty. Another thing is I had bought a Patagonia fleece jacket, I'd say maybe 2 years ago. Maybe while I was working, so I wasn't in college. And that thing has really helped this month. Unfortunately, I'm not wearing it today because I didn't think I would need it. But this month there were a couple of snowy days, so getting to wear that definitely kept me warm for the snowy days. One channel that I've been obsessing over this month would be Angie Belmare. She has been a lot of fun to watch. She specializes in like home tours and decorations. Definitely give her channel a watch if you're interested in those types of videos. She has one of like the most like inspiring houses that one could wish for. So if I can remember, I will definitely link her channel in the description box. And that's pretty much it. I guess the favorite book this month and the only book that I've read would be Super Attractor by Gabrielle Bernstein. Super interesting take on reaching and I guess accomplishing goals with help of God or the universe. So definitely an interesting read. I highly recommend it. But those are pretty much my favorites. Other than that, I haven't really used or bought anything this month. But with all of that being said, I'm gonna let you guys go. That way I can get back in the warmth because I am freezing. Yet again, it wouldn't be Alyssa Marie if she wasn't out here in the cold trying to make things work. Anyway, I ask that you guys remember to live faithfully, lead courageously, and to love unconditionally. And I will see you guys next time. Hopefully not this cold. Bye.